Has the end of summer found you in a slump of late nights binge watching Netflix and lazy mornings and lots of ice cream? Well, in my next video, I'm going to explain how to get your life back on track after a summer slump. Stick around and watch. Hey there, I'm Elysha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about the summer slump. Well, actually, I'm talking more about getting back on track after the summer slump because, well, it happens to most of us. It definitely happened to me. I got caught up this summer with lazy mornings and I was staying up really late. I got into some Netflix shows. I watched Bloodline. I don't know if you watched that one, but I watched that, and also Orange is the New Black. I finished that one. Anyway, so there was some binge watching and there was lots of ice cream at night. So now that the unofficial end of summer is coming, it's time to get back on track with the tighter schedules, and there's more of a hustle that comes with fall. And well, I definitely love summer and everything it stands for, the warm weather, and I like the warm nights, and I like the relaxed schedule and no alarm clocks, but I also really love a good routine. I am such a routine girl, and even though it's summer, I still try to wake up early, but my early in the summer isn't quite my early in the fall. So it's time to reset and transition into a fall schedule, and I need to get back on track with this. And what I've found in the past, there are a few things that have always helped me transition into fall and get back on track with my life, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. And basically, the main overarching point of all of this is you have to get reconnected to yourself, because in the summer there's a lot of fun going on, and vacations and visiting, barbecues, and all these things where you're socializing and spending time with your family, which is all really good stuff. But sometimes we lose ourselves in that process, and we're not as connected to who we are when we're constantly putting ourselves out. And so reconnecting to yourself is the most important thing that you can do to get back on track with your life after a summer slump. And how do you do this? How do you reconnect to yourself? Well, the first thing you have to do is carve out some me time. You have to take time alone. You have to be by yourself to reconnect to yourself. And in the summertime, it can be hard because kids are around, there's no school, and once they get back in school, then you may find it a little bit easier, but it's really important to take that time out for yourself. You have to be alone. And I find that the easiest way to do this is to wake up earlier. So set your alarm a little bit earlier if you have to, or maybe you're a night person, which means that you can get your me time in at night after the kids have gone to bed, after everything has quieted down. But it's just really important to make sure that you take time to be alone, because this is the number one thing. If you want to get reconnected to who you are, you need to spend time with yourself alone. The next thing that I suggest is that in your alone time is to reflect on who you are as a person. This could mean what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish in your life, or how you're feeling. Get in touch with your emotions. So reflect on your life, reflect on yourself, and I do this by journaling. So as I carve out my time in the early morning, I write in a journal every single day. I've been doing this ever since I was a little girl. In fact, I have diaries from second grade that I recently shared with my daughter, and she got a huge kick out of seeing my messy handwriting and the things that I was writing when I was in second grade. So writing in a journal is a really good way to reflect on the things that matter to you, so that you can get super crystal clear about what you're trying to do in your life and the person that you want to be. And lastly, what I suggest is to take the time to meditate. You probably knew that was coming, but hey, it's part of the whole process of getting back on track. I so recommend getting into a meditation practice. And what you may find is after it's been summer and everything is a little bit all over the place, getting into a meditation practice might not come that easily. You might set your timer for 5 minutes and you might find that the mind is just wandering all over the place during those 5 minutes. It's okay. It happens. It happened to me today, actually. I set the timer for 8 minutes because I'm slowly transitioning back into the fall schedule, and there wasn't really that much meditation that was going on at all, to be quite honest. There was a lot of me planning, thinking, figuring stuff out, but this is okay because this sort of takes care of the reflecting step that I had mentioned earlier. So sitting and meditating, trying to focus on the breath, this is really important. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You'll try again tomorrow, because the next thing that you have to do when you want to get back on track after a summer slump is you have to keep practicing. So if the things don't work out the way you wanted them to, you have to come back and try again the next day. So if you weren't able to get your alone time today, oh well, there's always tomorrow. Didn't quite get to the journaling or other ways of reflecting? So what? There's always tomorrow. And if your meditation session was kind of didn't really happen situation, well, no big deal. You'll just get back to it tomorrow. So these are the things that I'm suggesting that you can do to get your life back on track after a summer slump. And there's one more thing, and that involves getting your closet ready for the next season. This is a really nice routine to do. It requires some me time, so you'll set aside some time to go through your closet, and you'll just start. The first thing I think you should do is just assess what you wore this summer and look at everything and see all the pieces that you loved and you wore regularly, and then notice all those items that kind of sat there and they never got worn. You may have loved them at one point, but maybe now not so much. So when things don't get worn this summer, most likely you're probably not going to wear them next summer, and then they sort of become that part of your closet that's kind of dead and unworn. So anyways, this is another really good activity to practice if you want to, get back on track with your life and figure out your clothes for the next season. This can be really helpful, clearing out the closet. This is a really great way to reinvigorate not only your style, but also the rest of your life. So I also am offering a special on my Look Awesome session, which is a virtual styling session. And I'm gonna put the link down below on where you can learn more about this, but it is a pre-fall special, and if you're feeling like you want to get some help in clearing out your closet and creating new outfits from clothes you already own, and basically learn how to style yourself every day so that you can feel awesome, then check out this link and see my service, and don't forget to enter the discount code so that you get your savings, because we all love a little savings. I know I do. So that's it. I hope these tips helped you in ways to get your life back on track after a summer slump, and I will be here next week. So thanks so much for watching.